Walk into any crowded place in the world, Tokyo, Lagos, Sao Paulo, Istanbul. Every single face you see will have two eyes, a nose in the middle, a mouth below that, two ears on the sides. 8 billion people, every face built on the same blueprint. Not approximately the same, not roughly the same, precisely the same structural plan. And this blueprint is not written in a book or a computer. It's written in a language called DNA. But how does a strand of DNA know to put two eyes here, a nose there, and arrange all 43 muscles of the face in exactly the right positions? Every human begins as a single cell, smaller than the period at the end of this sentence. Inside that cell's nucleus, 3.2 billion base pairs of DNA, the most information-dense storage system ever discovered. Within that DNA, specific regions called Hox genes act as the master architects of the body plan. They don't build the face directly, they define the zones, the coordinates, the address of where every feature should form. This coordinate system is the same in every human embryo, without exception. Now here's where it gets genuinely spectacular. Your face is not grown as one piece. Your face is assembled from 5 separate tissue segments that grow toward each other and fuse in the womb during the first 8 weeks of life. The frontonasal process grows down from the top, forming your forehead, the bridge of your nose, and the space between your eyes. The 2 maxillary processes grow in from the sides, forming your cheeks, the outer edges of your upper lip, and the sides of your nose. And the 2 mandibular processes grow upward from below, forming your lower jaw, your chin, and the center of your lower lip. All 5 must grow at the same rate, in the same direction, and fuse at precisely the right moment, or the face doesn't form correctly. When this fusion is even slightly off, we call it a cleft lip or cleft palate. But the most astonishing part of the face blueprint is not what features it includes, it's the symmetry. The left side of your face and the right side of your face are built by completely separate sets of cells, and yet they match. They don't communicate with each other directly, they each read the same instructions. This coordinated symmetry is controlled by signaling molecules, chemical messages that travel across the developing face. Sonic hedgehog protein, one of the most critical molecules in your face's development, spreads outward from the midline, telling cells on each side exactly how far they are from center. Every cell reads its local concentration of this signal and knows with extraordinary precision where it is on the face map. Now, let's talk about the muscles. The human face has 43 muscles, not 42, not 44, 43, each one with a specific origin point, a specific insertion point, and a specific movement it produces. All those 43 muscles allow humans to produce over 10,000 distinct facial expressions, more than any other creature on Earth. Each of those muscles was placed during embryonic development by the same genetic blueprint, in the right location, connected to the right nerve, at the right depth. And every nerve connecting those muscles routes back with perfect precision to the same 2 regions of the brainstem. But there's one more layer to the blueprint that stops researchers in their tracks. The proportions of the human face, the distance between the eyes, the width of the nose relative to the mouth, the height of the forehead relative to the face, repeatedly approximate the golden ratio, 1.618. This ratio appears in the nautilus shell, in the spiral of galaxies, in the branching of trees, and in the face your DNA builds for you. These proportions are not the result of random variation, they are the target the blueprint aims for. Now, and this is important, the blueprint being the same does not make all faces the same. Tiny variations in gene expression, which genes are slightly more or less active, produce the enormous diversity of human faces we see. The blueprint is the constant, the variation is the poetry written on top of it. 8 billion faces, every one unique, every one built on the same plan. 5 tissue segments that had to grow, move, and fuse with perfect synchronization.
43 muscles placed at precise depths connected to precise nerves capable of 10,000 expressions, in the golden ratio running through the proportions of a structure assembled in darkness by cells too small to see, following instructions written in a language we are still learning to read. This is not the work of randomness. The blueprint was written before you existed, and it knew exactly what it was making. The next time you look at any other person's face, or your own in the mirror, you are looking at 5 pieces of tissue that found each other, a blueprint that did not write itself, in a design that has no equal. Only science. See you next time.